Hello, everyone. I don't know if people are going to tune in because I don't have a lot of subscribers yet, but I just have some thoughts. And instead of filming this video, I was like, why don't I just like go live and talk about this? And if you can see by the title, it's pretty straightforward because it's crazy. It's crazy how white women are like being on YouTube and doing social commentary. Like there's this one girl she always gets like she's always on my recommendation. I was gonna say For You page, but she's always on my recommendation, and I'm like, why is this white woman, why is she making a social commentary? Like, why do they think they have the range? Like, you don't have the range, sweetie. I don't know who's gonna break it to them. Like, I don't know who's gonna tell them that like they don't have the range to to talk about this. Hold up, let me get some lip gloss. Like, yeah, white women don't have the range to talk about this. And it's like, why do they think they have the range? I don't want to see them do any social commentary. I don't want to hear your thoughts on fucking racism. And most of the time when white women do social commentary, they don't even talk about like real stuff. You know what I mean? They really talk about they don't go deep. That's what I mean when I say they don't have the range. Like they don't. Let me get comfortable. I didn't know I could go live until a couple weeks ago. I tried and I was like, oh my god, I can. So let me see if more people can tune in and see what happens. Yeah, I don't think white women have the range. I don't know why they get a big platform to talk about this. And most of the time too, when white women like start to make social commentary, they get a fucking huge platform. Like they get fucking like 100, like millions of people. Okay, not millions. I don't want to call her out, but like I'm thinking about Tiffany, whatever, and like that other blonde girl, and I'm like, they're cute. Not gonna lie, some of the videos are good, but it's like they never go as deep. The only time I saw one of them go deep, it was like when the Black Lives Matter thing, which is like, oh yeah, of course that's when you're gonna like go deep about it. But yeah, white women are just like taking over this space on YouTube, and it's like, who do you think you are? Who do you think you are to fucking do social commentary? Like, come on. They don't have the range. I'm gonna say it again. You don't have the range. You don't have the intersectionality. You don't have the anything. Like, am I crazy for thinking that? Like that white women don't have the range to do social commentary? Because there's this one girl. She keeps being on my recommendation, and I'm like, I can't anymore. I can't see it. And it's like, how do I say that? It's like recycled topics. Hi everyone. I'm seeing two people I think in the chat. Hi, say hi to me so I know like who's here. So it's like crazy to me because yeah, it's like recycled material too. Hi. I'm talking about white women doing social commentary, if you can see. I'm like mad about it. But yeah, they don't have the range, right? I'm not crazy for thinking that. Like, yeah, I was gonna add something. It's always like recycled material, recycled topics, like topics that like a Black woman, a non-binary person, a POC, a Asian girl could like, go deep into it and like see it from other perspective. But oh my god, like I cannot see that girl on my like recommendations. If YouTube, I had to literally say to YouTube, I'm not interested. I'm not interested in her. Like leave me alone. Leave me alone. They just regurgitate watered down version of what black people are. Oh, exactly. They regurgitate it, and then they get like more views, more subscribers. People are like, oh my god, she's so woke. Oh my god, she's so intelligent. Oh my god, I didn't think of it that way. And it's like, huh? You've never heard anyone talk about bim bim fortification? Like, there's this white girl. She gives, oh my god, like I cannot. And I literally had to like unsubscribe to like that other white woman. But at least her, if you know who I'm talking about, even though I already mentioned her name, but at least her, I think like she makes an effort to, you know, to whatever. But it's like, it's not enough, honey. It's not enough. Because, and also, if you notice, when they talk about like certain topics, it's weak. It's like those topics are like, you're really going far. I would like for them to to do social commentary on their privileges, on like on being a white girl. How about you do that? Because that's in itself is like it's a thing, you know. But no, they rather do social commentary on like stuff that has nothing to do with them, stuff that has nothing, you know, that stuff that is like just, huh? Anyways, I took my braids out and I'm like putting my natural hair out because I'm like, you know what? I need to like re-love my hair because I'm having like a hard time lately to like accept the natural hair, and actually filmed a video today talking about natural hair and how like and how I think it's hard to love our hair, and it's okay. Like it's okay for us to admit that sometimes it's hard, you know, because we live in a society that literally doesn't validate us. Hello, 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 Kimberly. Hi, it's my first live stream, and I'm so happy like you two are here because like it feels like a safe space. Yeah, definitely. I shaved my hair 2 years ago. Yeah, I shaved my hair 2 years ago too. And I was bald for like a year. Oh my god, I love being bald for many reasons. Um, and then I was like, you know what, let me grow out my hair. So I've been growing out my hair for a year now. And I'm like, it's really hard learning how to love your hair again, especially when it's short, when it's not you when you can't do much with it. Like right now, I can only do an afro. I can even do like a slick bun, and I love to. That was my style. Like I used to rock a slick bun back in the days, 2 years ago, and now I can't. And I was thinking how like it's hard for us to love our hair, you know. And oh my god, it's cute. Thank you. It's literally like my wash day hairstyle, but I'm not gonna wash my hair. Yeah, like I think for us to like love our hair. Okay, let me like go back and say what I wanted to say before, and then I'm gonna come back to that. How about like loving our hair and everything? So I was thinking about like we don't get as black people how as black women, as black non-binary people, we don't get the validation from outside of ourselves. So all this like self-love thing is left for us to do it. And that's a lot. Everyone else gets to like, you know, see themselves in the media, sees themselves in this, in that, in this, in that, but we don't get to you know, experience that. Especially if you have 4C hair. I don't know if my hair is 4C, but especially if you have 4C hair or hair that's for A for B, we don't see ourselves. And what's fucked up is that the movement that was started by black women with 4C hair, black women got pushed out of that movement, and now it's girls with 3C, 3A hair. So it's like we don't get that validation. Even in the spaces that was meant for us to have the validation, we don't have it. They don't give it to us. And we're left to love our hair by ourselves. And it's like, okay. And people are like, always be like, love yourself, love your hair, love your hair. Okay, but it's hard. No one's talking about like how hard it is to actually love your hair in like in a sense that's like really love your hair and accept it in all its shape, all its form, when it's short, when it's long, when it's not corporating, when the twist out looks ugly, you know, when it's not, when you have no edge control, when, you know what I mean? And then shaming, exactly. One, they're gonna shame us for assimilating, or they're gonna shame us for not loving our hair enough. And it's like, how do you expect me to love my hair enough when there's no external validation? Like I said on TikTok today, like black women are the only black women and black femmes, including like non-binary people in that, we're the only one who are expected to love ourselves without any external validation. Make it make sense. Make it make sense. You know what I mean? And then the shame us, okay, how about you don't make me feel like a zoo animal? Exactly. But honestly, people never try to touch my hair because I'm actually very tall. Like I'm extremely tall. And I think being tall really like protected me in a lot of ways. And I kind of have this mean mug, like, don't talk to me, like I don't know you. So people never try to do like crossing my boundaries like that. But if they did, we would be fighting. We would be fighting. Like, so okay, so I want to go back to talking about like loving our hair. And it's like, and me, okay. I know what I want to say. So I went and got a silk press. I don't know if you guys follow me on other social media. I kind of posted it, and I went to get a silk press from like from this girl in my city, and the silk press was amazing. Hold up, I'm just gonna change my brightness on my computer. One sec. Where is it? Like I kind of changed Apple like changed a lot of things. I upgraded my computer, and since then I don't understand anything. Okay, so I went and got a silk press, and it looked great. I loved it. My hair was straight. It was flowing. I could move my hair. I was like, whoa, that's crazy, because I've never experienced straight hair like that before, because I've never had a perm. And I went home, and mind you, I paid like $150 for it. And after a day, I washed my hair and took the silk press out. Why? Why? You're wondering, why would you do that, Grapes? Well, because I was like, what is this? I wasn't used to having straight hair. And I also found that it didn't look good on me, period. So I feel like Black women specifically are kind of like in that weird space of like not wanting straight hair, but also not fully understanding and accepting our hair and unconditionally. You know what I mean? So it's like, I didn't like the silk press. I liked it. I also did the silk press to trim my ends. I didn't like it. I didn't want to rock it like outside, and I didn't know how to style it because I don't know how to style straight hair. Even when I have straight wigs, like white people hair wig, they die because I don't know what to do with them. I'm like, do I put like what do you do with straight hair, you know? So I took the slippers out and I was like, okay. And since then I've been trying to work my natural hair. And I think also one thing I realized, for us to love our natural hair, it has to be like we have to expose ourselves. You know what I mean? You have to wear it out. You have to let it breathe. I feel like when we say let your hair breathe, it mostly means like let your hair out so you can see it. So you can be like, I don't like this today. Tomorrow I'm gonna try this. Or I don't like this. Because if you never like, because think about it, if you never wear your hair out, how are you gonna know what styles look good on you, what doesn't? Because in the past months, I've been really like doing a lot of braids and wigs, and I haven't had the chance to like really experience my hair. So I don't know if anyone can relate to that. Yeah, we need to experiment. We need to let our hair out, like so we can see what it looks like, so we can also get familiar. Because also when I took, also I forgot to say that. So when I took my slippers out and like I washed it, I kind of felt disappointed with my natural hair. And that's when all this monologue and internal dialogue started. Because I was like, why do I feel disappointed with the way my curls look? Or the way it framed my face? And I feel like we really need to be honest, because the natural hair community doesn't like open up the space enough for us to like be open, and for us to just be like, because like you said before, either you get shamed, either you get, people are like, oh my god, really? So I was like, why don't I like my hair right now? And then I was like, okay, it's because I haven't seen my hair in like a month. Imagine you haven't seen a part of your face for a month. When the moment you see it, you're gonna be like, whoa, you're gonna be taken back, like, oh really, that's how it looks? So I really want to like let my hair breathe, let my hair out. And it's really growing. I'm really happy of how my hair is growing. And like it looks long, and I even cut the end, and I'm like, whoa, it's crazy. Yeah, I was gonna say something else. Oh my god, I forgot. Oh shit. I was gonna say, what was I gonna say? Oh my god. Hold up. Okay, I was talking about the silk press, my hair. Um, I forgot. You know what? I'm just gonna let it go. Let it go. Let it go. It's gonna come back. If it doesn't come back, then it wasn't that important. That's what I believe. So yeah, white women need to stop. They need to they need to relinquish their platforms. They need to stop. And I'm also loving this new rise of black people on YouTube. I don't know if you guys have been seeing a lot of black girls are blowing up right now. Am I the only one that's witnessing that? Like this girl that just got this girl just got recommended to me. Her name is, what's her name again? Her name is I'm gonna look because it's really, because she's making great content and she's making good commentary, because only black women or other minorities have the range, you know? So, and also Khadija, I don't know if you guys have been watching Khadija. She's really great. I'm watching a lot of Amanda DB, I think, and I think that's great. I would love, by the way, I would love to do more commentary, but it's actually very hard because you have to research. I just uploaded my first video. Oh my god, I'm gonna check it out. Yes, the beautiful dark skinned girl. Ooh, of course, yeah, I watched Tiana too. And I want more space for black women on YouTube. I want more space for us to just exist and to kick these white women out. Because it's too much. It's too much. They really think, and also like I click on those videos and I'm like, oh my god, they really think they have the range. They really think they know what they're talking about. Like, who's gonna tell them? Who's gonna tell them? Okay, what's the name of the black girl? Going down on my YouTube history and see. But yeah, her name is Madison Brown. Madison with an Y, M-A. Let me write it in the chat. Madison, is it? Madison Brown. She's also going super fast. And I'm happy for her. Like, I'm happy for everyone who's blowing up on YouTube because we deserve it. Like, it's really white male dominated. And it's like, it's the internet. I hate how even on the internet there's racism, because it's like the internet is full of everyone. Like, why white supremacy, right? So I would love to do more commentary, but I feel like those conversations are really awkward for me to have only with my camera, when it's not like a real conversation and with a back and forth, because I get lost in my thoughts. And it's also a lot of research. And I want to add something too. Oof, I want to add, like, I hate how to do commentary you have to have like a, it has to be like this academic paper. It's like, I'm not writing a university paper. I'm doing a YouTube video, like, and especially if you're black, people are gonna expect you to have sources. People are gonna expect you to, people are gonna fact check you. People are gonna be like, oh my god, no. And it's like, you really have to come on here with like a fucking academic paper with 5 sources, MLA format, APA. And it's like, no, I just want to talk. Sometimes the way I feel is not backed up by anyone in academia, and that's valid. You know what I mean? And it's like all these black girls, like, no shade, but a lot of these black girls who are making content on YouTube, like commentary, I feel like I'm sad because I'm like, the way they're really going out of their ways to like come up, sorry, the way they're really going out of their ways to come up with sources. And I'm like, sis, this is not like an academic paper. Like, white people literally get to come on here, like, and just do nothing and do the bare minimum, and they get millions of subscribers. I want that for us. I want that for me. I want the bare minimum. I just want to show off my plants on YouTube, and that's it. Like, I'm tired. This is not a dissertation. Exactly. Am I the only one who peeped that? I'm like, all these black girls are here really writing. They're writing papers. And I tried. Oh my god, guys. Today I literally tried to film a video like this, and I was like, whoa. I couldn't even follow my own notes because I'm not like this. I speak from my heart. I speak from my experiences. I speak from my head. I can't speak from like a paper. Like I can write an academic paper. Like I'm in university. Cool. I can do that for school, but I'm not gonna come on YouTube and do it. I can have my notes. The notes that I have though could be like, okay, I really don't want to forget to mention that. Okay, I don't want to forget to mention that. That's the notes I have if I'm making a YouTube video, but I'm not gonna be here like writing a whole A to B to Z paper. Like, anyways, that's what you're aiming for. Oh my god, great for you because these type of contents really do well. Like, honestly, if I was in like a lazy ass bitch, and I would really, if I really wanted to make content like that, I would, but it's really not me. Like it's not who I want to be on the internet, I guess. But that's what draws people into if you're authentic and speaking from the heart. Yeah, I think so. I think so too. But sometimes these type of content, I feel like for me they're hard to film because it's not like a real conversation. So I get bored. Like I'm editing and I'm like, oh, like I get bored. So it's like, who's gonna watch this? But I know people, people like that kind of stuff. But I'm like, hmm. Honestly, I'm still trying to figure out like what I want to do exactly on my YouTube and like where I see myself and and clear my intentions. I think I really want to make YouTube to document more my life so I have something to look back to in like 5, 7, 10 years. I'm like, oh my god, at 21, like, oh, I was in this room. And I want to share and connect with people and share some stuff like and kind of like build like a little community. But it's extremely hard because lately I kind of like caught myself comparing myself a lot to other people. Never do that because it's like, oh my god, like I've been doing it, and sometimes you really want to give up, but I'm still here. I'm actually filming a video and I'm like, do I even like the video? I film a lot of That's the thing though. I film a lot of videos, but I just don't post them because I'm like, I don't like it, you know? Um so yeah, I wanted to film a video about social media, and it's just the production of these videos really take a long time, and like the type of videos I want to make, I don't even think I can make them yet. Let me see your channel. I don't know. I don't think I can access it from this. From this. Can you write the name of your channel in the chat, Kimberly? But yeah, that's literally what I've been feeling today. And I'm sure I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one. Wait, let me get some water. It's okay. I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, it's really hard to for me lately. I'm trying to find my niche, I guess. But the tea is I don't have any niche. That's the tea. I don't have any niche. And I think it's gonna take some time for me to find the niche. In case you're not searching, Alicia's didn't even edit her. I think honestly, I think that's like old YouTube. You know what I mean? Old YouTube. Like YouTube is really becoming like this thing. It's becoming really perfect. And I don't even think it was ever meant to be that. It's cool, but then it's harder with the algorithm. But you know what? I'm not even like stressed about YouTube because I'm like, my time will come. My time will come. That's what I believe. So, okay, how are you guys like feeling about social media lately? Because I've been feeling a lot of things, but I want to check in and see if I'm the only one. I'm on my phone to try and find out your channel, Kimberly. So, like, how do you guys feel about social media, Instagram? Like, I'm taking a huge Instagram break because not even a break, but like I'm really going less on it. And I think I really got over my Instagram addiction, which is great. Thank you. My time will come. Yes. Okay, so I'm trying to find your okay, it says find your voice. I don't think I'm gonna find you because it's giving me like a bunch of drop the link. Drop the link in the chat. So yeah, I've been taking like this huge Instagram break and it's it's helping, but I want to take my goal would be to take a year break of all my social medias except YouTube because YouTube is kind of like different, it's just different. Um I just not giving. Everyone like it's done. It's dead. It's over. I think I want to. I feel like we want it to be over because we're over it, but a lot of people are still loving it. It's like their most screen time. TikTok really got me, y'all. TikTok really got me. I used to hate on TikTok, and now I'm like spending my days on it. But not today. I control myself now. I don't spend as much time on TikTok as I used to, but it's because TikTok really allows you to grow so fast, and you're like, oh my God, I could just stay on there. And it's like also a safe place on the internet, too, I realized. A few years ago, I took a social media break for like 6 months, and it was amazing. Trying to do that again. Yes. Oh my God. That's what I'm trying to do because this is not giving what y'all thought said it was supposed to give. I don't know if you know that TikTok. Nah, I feel like a lot of people are slowly fading out on IG. Every social media app eventually dies. Let's hope it does. Let's hope it does because we are tired. I'm over it. Like IG just feels empty. Like every social media app has something to give, has something to offer, has something to, share, or like has their unique characteristic. But IG just feels like nothing. Should I like leave this live on my channel? I feel like I want to. I feel like I will. Also, happy Pisces season. If anyone is a Pisces, happy Pisces season. I'm a Pisces. It's almost my birthday. Oh my God. I'm turning 22. I cannot believe I'm turning 22. Like even saying it sounds like weird. It sounds so weird. Like last year at this time I was 20 and now I'm turning 22. Like it's weird. So happy Pisces season to everyone. And I hope this brings you like emotional clarity, emotional stability. That's what I wish for people. Feeling like IG's for the whites. Love the white community. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, IG's for everyone who's actually like already an established influencer. That's who it's for. I mean, people are now saying, "Oh yeah, you can grow on IG," and I'm like, "How? Where? You cannot. You can't grow on Instagram. It's over. Maybe if you get lucky. Maybe if God loves you, but I don't think you can actually grow on Instagram." What's your rising and moon? Okay, my moon is in Capricorn, and my rising I'm actually not sure because guess what?
Hey everybody, and welcome to.
Okay, something play from my phone. I actually don't know my rising because I'm not sure of what time I was born. But I think it's Virgo. I think I'm rising Virgo from the time my dad told me. My dad told me I was born at 6, but who knows if it's 6:10, 6:20, 6:35, 6:46, Who knows? OMG Capricorn has that inexperience. Well, Moon Capricorn, I feel like I like it. It really grounds me. Because it's an earth sign. It brings me, I feel like, a lot of stability and a clear mindset on sometimes because my emotions can take over. And Capricorn really like helps me be like, But sometimes it's harsh. It can be harsh. Like I judge myself a lot. I compare myself a lot to people. I try to be the best. Like I try to outdo myself. That's how I feel most of the time. But I like it because I wouldn't want like a moon in a water sign. That would be too much for me. That's for me. What's your moon sign and rising and that sun sign? But how old is everyone in the chat? I'm a Cancer sun, moon, Elimu. Okay, you're a Cancer sun and moon. Whew, okay, but at least like a Cancer moon, it's like the moon is in Cancer. How do you say that? The moon is like ruled by Cancer, or the Cancer is ruled by the moon. So at least you're like at home. Aries rising, that's so cute. I love fire signs. I love fire signs. And it's interesting. I think my favorite signs, actually as a Pisces, I love everyone. Like Pisces really like we can be cool with anyone. Like I'm an Aries, but don't know the rest of my chart because I don't know what time I was born. But you don't need the time you were born to know your moon sign though. You only need the time you were born to know your rising and I think your houses. Also, I'm 19. Love Aries. Oh, oh my God. Yeah. So YouTube is interesting. It's an interesting thing to do. It's really interesting. I feel like it has really like taught me a lot already. I'm so happy. Like I have some people in the chat. I was like, oh my God, I feel like I'm gonna speak to the walls in my room. But no, like we're vibing right now. Oh my God, Fatim, you knew. Hey. You're 22, Capstone Rising. Oh my God, how is 22? Because I'm turning 22 soon and I'm like, I don't know how to feel about it. But I don't know. I'm 21 and I still feel like 18. I still feel like 19, you know? So it's weird. Like getting older is weird. And soon I won't even be young anymore. Oh, joking. Okay, everyone go drink some water. Stay hydrated. It's your sign. Come on. So, should we go back on the topic of white women? Oh my God, you know one thing I hate is when on TikTok, especially if people are on TikTok in this chat, on TikTok, I see a lot of like white men, a lot of white women, a lot of leftists, and they're like, oh, they're like trying to drag other white people in order to like seem palatable to black people. And I'm like, honey, you're still racist. You're still white. You're still white. What do you think you're doing? Like I saw this TikTok of this white man being like, oh, when woke white women finally shut up or something. And I was like, people were dragging him like, this is not the take you think it is. Yo, 20s has been so confusing and beautiful at the same time. Oh my God, that's exactly how I feel. I love being 20, like 21, but at the same time, it's so like all over the place because you really have to figure out who the fuck you are, what you're gonna do. Not forever, but like you really need to like get a grip of who you are as a person or like what do you want? I feel like it's really like what do you want? Y'all, I'm 20 years, we're gonna be 30-ish. Oh y'all, in 20 years, we're gonna be 30-ish. We know in 20 years, if we're 20 now, we're gonna be 40, girl. We're gonna be 40. We're not gonna be in 20 in our 30s. Yeah, go drink some water. The call is coming from inside the house. Oh, in 10 years. Yeah. But I mean, 30s, you know what I love though? Following people who are in their 30s, they always say their 30s is the best. They get to know who they are, they have more money, they're more established in their careers, and they're really grounded. I feel like as a moon in Capricorn, because you know, we love stability, we love that. I feel like 30 is probably gonna be better than my 20s. No cap. It's gonna be better. Because by this in 10 years, I hope I fucking know who I am. Of course, things are still gonna be, you know, because life is ever changing, and you know. I think we're all inherently racist since we grew up in a racist system. Doing the work to reverse that takes a lot of accountability and vulnerability. Some words in English, I just give up. I just pronounce them in French because, listen. Yes, I agree. I agree. We are not we, but like non-black people, we are inherently racist, and black people inherently carry some internalized racism. Yes, people should just admit that. But of course, when you tell that to white people, they're like, I'm not racist. Yes, you are. Yeah, everyone else always says studies are the best. Oh my god, I hope my 30s are cool, lit. Um, I just hope I have more money. I don't care about the rest. I don't care about anything else. I just hope I have more money. Like financial stability. Like I hope I'm like traveling. I hope I'm like not living in Canada anymore because this is ghetto. Like it's so cold here. Like I cannot. Um yeah, like and I also think well like people are racist and white people are not doing anything. Like I was watching this TikTok who said that white people, if they really wanted for the world to change, they would have changed it. They don't want it to change. Like imagine if I was white. Why would I want the world to change? I have my privilege. I have my access to, ladder up the capitalism. I have my fucking, you're white. Why would you want anything to change? You're like the norm in countries. You can go to Asia, you can go to fucking anywhere in the world and you're not persecuted. Why you want that to change? And this black woman was saying like Gen Z and I guess like older Gen Z and millennials, but mostly Gen Zs, we really think that like white people are gonna change and people who are white our age are gonna change. And no, they're not. They're gonna take positions of power, just like their fathers, just like their mothers, just like their grandparents. They're just gonna do the same thing. And that's just that. Like that's just that. So it's either you fight for your freedom and you demand for better fucking like how do you say that equality, equity, whatever, or you let that system continue. But I think I have hope. We'll see. The way you, the way we suffer from internalized anti-blackness, you want to tell me you're not racist? Exactly. Like I have, we were talking about my hair earlier. That was all internalized anti-blackness. I have internalized anti-blackness, but you don't have racism in you. See, like, let's be honest. I just wish people would be honest. Can we just be honest? It's okay. Like, those things are okay. The minute we admit that they're okay, the more we can have a productive conversation. Or, like, we can actually start to heal. I actually made a video on TikTok. Oh my God, you guys should follow me on TikTok. I made a video on TikTok and I was saying, like, white spirituals. And I'm going to attack white women. I'm going to attack white women again because we need to attack them. And I was like, white people on this app on TikTok, I see a lot of TikTok of white people being like, oh my God, we're in the Matrix. How did you know? Tell me you know you're in the Matrix without telling me you know you're in the Matrix. If you're on TikTok, you know exactly what I'm talking about. My TikTok is Grapes Mars. It was Grape Syrups, but anyways, I'm gonna talk about that after why I changed my name. So I kept seeing a lot of TikTok being like, yeah, the Matrix, white spiritualists on TikTok are like meditating and all that shit. And I was like, it's funny to me how white people, white spiritualists are gonna talk about the Matrix, but they're never gonna talk about racism. Honey, racism is a part of the Matrix. This is all a scheme. Right. It's funny to me. It's funny. It's funny. Because racism is literally a part of the Matrix. And like, could you type, please? Okay, of course I can. Grape Smarts. It was grape syrup, but I changed it because I thought it was gonna help me being unshadow banned, but it didn't. So I'm stuck with that name for another month. So it's funny to me. It's funny to me that white people never talk about racism. White spiritualists never talk about racism as if this is not all a scheme. As if it's not like Also, I was thinking about like how white people think they have it better than POC and black people, but it's like, no, you don't. This is all capitalism, and the system of oppression literally works in a way to like, we're all exploited. Of course, some people exploited more than others, and there's like a hierarchy, of course, but white people are still not, they don't have that much freedom as they think they have. Like, I don't know if they realize that. And I don't know who's going to break it to them. We're all oppressed. And the fact that you get this little bit of power, you think you're better than us. So, like, you also participate in this type of oppression. Like, how do I say that? I feel like in a way, if we want to get to like a communist society, or like to diverse from capitalism and to go into like a more socialist and communist society, white people are going to need to realize that they're also oppressed. But I think they don't realize that they're oppressed because the way capitalism works is that it gives some people a little bit of privilege, and that little bit of privilege tells them, oh my god, you're better, you're good, and then they use that in a way to like oppress other people, and this loop just keeps going until you get to the bottom. It's like until we all realize that we're oppressed, and I don't think white people even realize that if we get rid of capitalism, anti-blackness, it's gonna be to the benefit of all of us. We're all gonna be free, you know? I don't know. I don't know if that makes sense, what I'm trying to say, but I'm basically trying to say that the class revolution needs to happen, but it's not gonna happen until white poor people, especially. Yeah, because white poor people are literally, they don't realize that the 1% is also exploiting them. Honey, you make 2K a year, 200K a year, it's not that much. It's not that much. You maybe have health insurance, it's not that much compared to the billionaires. So until like the working class, until we all realize that, oh my god, we're in the same boat, and those classes and those hierarchies were put in place in order to like keep us divided, we're not gonna go anywhere. So we need to get white people on board. They call it the matrix to avoid seeing colonialism. Yes, it's true. Oh my god, Claudia, yes, in my life. Her. Her. Oh my god, she content. You're making entirely too much sense. I'm tripping. Oh my god, let me put my glasses because the way I'm in front of the laptop, please. But let me know if it bothers you that you kind of see a reflection in my glasses, because I thought it was going to be anti-reflection, but I still see the reflection. But let me know if it bothers you. Fuck colonialism. Oh my god, Kimberly, do you know Claudia? White people are not okay and they don't realize that anti-blackness harms them too. Exactly. Anti-blackness really okay, I want to say anti-blackness and anti-indigeneity. And how do you say that in English? And that indigeneity, anti-indigenous also is harming all of us. Like until people realize that, for example, okay, the fact that people don't realize that climate change is because of anti-blackness and anti-indigenous doesn't make sense to me. Like wake up, wake up. Because if we respected the land like the native people said we should, or like how they live, if we respected that, actually we wouldn't be here. So all of this shit is rooted in anti-blackness and anti-indigenous. So it's like, that's why lately I don't want to hear white vegans like shut up, shut up, I don't want to hear you. Shh, I don't want shh. It's disgusting at this point. And like white vegans don't also, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, I need to say that, I need to say this. I hate how, okay, how do I say this? Let me start by saying one. I saw this tweet. I'm gonna read the comments after I say this so I don't forget. I saw this tweet saying like black people. I also saw many tweets, videos on TikTok too, and I was thinking about it myself. So you know how a lot of Claudia, you're South American, I'm South American. So in our cultures, we eat a lot of like avocado toast, but of course we don't call it avocado toast. In my country, we call it peag zabuka, and I'm sure in Peru, Claudia, you call it something else, right? So in a lot of our cultures, indigenous culture, POC culture, we eat certain things, and then it's funny. It's funny how in the West, 10 years later, 20 years later, they start to like market it as like this new thing, this like this vegan, revolution, this healthy meal, like avocado toast, honey, and it's like $15 for an avocado toast. While we were eating that, like for us in my country, this is like struggle food. An avocado toast is literally struggle food. It's like what you eat in the morning when there's nothing in the house. But in the West now, where people are like co-opting it and rebranding it under this thing, what they always do, it's literally colonialism. And it's funny to me because white people, and I'm gonna link this to white vegans, but white people have literally this vice, ce vice, cette vice, est-ce que c'est une vice? Is that a word in English? But they have this vice of like literally stealing. Like, stop doing that, because we've been eating that for our whole lives. Like, and then they rebrand it, and it's funny. And they also make this thing of like demonizing our food, demonizing Asian food, demonizing Latino food, Haitian food. Because remember in 2000, let's say 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, whatever, when we used to bring our food to school and they used to be like, oh my God, what is this? What are you eating? Remember when they used to do that? Well, guess what? Now they're like rebranding them. That's why I hate when I see white people like owning either Asian restaurants. I'm like, why do you own an Asian restaurant? Like in Montreal, they always do that and it's disgusting. Like in Montreal, some white people try to like open a Vietnamese restaurant. And it's like, what are you doing? And they had the audacity. They did that, right? And guess what? They had all the names wrong. Like people were like, what is this? Vietnamese people tried to call them out, right? But they were like, I don't understand why we can't share culture. That's not sharing culture. You're literally opening up a restaurant, changing the names, making fun of the names, like trying to do wordplay with your French. And it's like, you can't do that. So when people demonize our food, that's what happens. They demonize our food, step one. Then they reclaim it 10 years later. They repackage it, right? And then they sell it to us for like $20. Make it make sense. How is avocado toast $15? It's literally avocado and bread. It's like peanut butter and bread, but avocado. Like, anyways. Okay, let me read. Not bothered by the reflection. Okay, perfect. What are you without racism? Are you any good? Are you? Yes, that's the Toni Marisa. Yes, exactly. I love that question. She did that because it's true. What are you without racism? Nothing. Yeah, I love that comment. Yeah, I'm Peru too. It's struggle food, right? I know I wasn't tripping because for us it's like, what are you eating? It's like when there's nothing in the house. Whites will always be too late to the party, then succeed in capitalism. Yes, that's what they do. Did you know that before quinoa was associated with poor people, and since white people have discovered it, it's expensive in Peru? That's disgusting. That's disgusting. I'm not even surprised. It's disgusting. Like, oh, that's whiteness for you, whiteness. Like, I'm tired. Okay. I'm not even surprised. And I also want to say that we're tired of eating quinoa too. Like white vegans are like pushing this quinoa thing down our throat. Like, please keep your quinoa. Quinoa is good, but like calm down. They're like doing too much with the quinoa. You're doing too much, maybe, and they're doing too much with the oatmeal. Like, okay, we get it. Next. Can we get some new recipes? Can we get some new? Honestly, when I eat vegan, I mostly eat like ethnic food, African food. Like I make like Senegalese food can be really veganized, super easy. A lot of our ethnic food can be veganized, like, or a lot of our ethnic food are already vegan. Okay, I need to say something. So I don't know if you guys were following this whole fufu drama on TikTok, but basically some Black Americans were some not even Black Americans, some Black people who live in America were discovering fufu and they were trying it out, and people were shitting on it. I love fufu personally. I think it's great. Fufu with okra soup, I love it. Like I'm Haitian. I'm not even from Africa, but I love fufu. And even in Haiti too, we have something similar. We call it tom tom. So that's the fufu thing. And Tell me how I go on TikTok a couple weeks ago, and there's this white restaurant who made a fusion of fufu and another, I think like it was a Latino food, I think. They blended like fufu and something else and they call it vegan. But you know what the gag is? Fufu is already vegan, fam. Fufu is already vegan, bruv. Are you guys following what I'm saying? Because you don't, where people will literally do that. They will call something vegan when it was already vegan. They were like branding under this vegan thing, but a lot of our ethnic food are already vegan. We just don't say it. We just don't call it vegan. Like, next. What? Child, when all of the sudden whites started eating tofu and tofu be nasty as hell. That's so true. Like tofu is not that great. And I've tried. Like, and I used to be a crazy vegan. I need to call myself out. I used to be a crazy vegan. Because it's propaganda. It's white propaganda that gets to you, right? We're all a subject to that. Tofu is disgusting. Next caller. You can try. That's the thing with tofu. You can put it in anything. You can try. It's still gonna taste like shit. But there's ways to make it better. If I do it the black way, it's better, of course. I remember an incident where that white male. Okay, let me put back my glasses because okay. I remember an incident where that white male chef. I forgot his name, but he is very famous. Oliver something made basically jollof and put it in his cookbook of something with a different name. Are we surprised? Are we surprised? There's always an intersection with anti-blackness, anti-fatness, because whites will demonize our food and call it unhealthy. Then years later, try to because tell me how I made a TikTok saying the exact same thing. Tell me how I made a TikTok saying the exact same thing. I said white people, I hate that they call our food unhealthy. Why are you calling my food unhealthy? My food literally has we have a Haitian dish that's called legume. It's basically vegetables. It has every type of vegetable in one meal, and you can eat it with rice. Then you get your carbs. You can eat it with peas. Then you get your protein. That's like a complete meal technically by your books, but then you're gonna call it unhealthy. Oh, it gives us cholesterol. What gives us cholesterol is anti-blackness. It's white supremacy. It's it's the stress you guys be giving us. No, but it's disgusting at this point. A lot of Arab food is vegan too. Yes, like honestly, I just ordered Ethiopian food, but Ethiopian food kind of looks like not Arab food, but like Middle Eastern or like Indian too. I feel like, and it can be so veganized. Like they have so many vegan options, but they're not capping. Like you don't see people in Ethiopia being like, "Yeah, we're vegan." Like no, because white vegans literally rebrand under that. Like they rebrand. They're trying to like save their whiteness or something. They're like trying to compensate for the fact that they're white under this vegan thing. Like we're trying to save the planet. You're not trying to save the planet because veganism can also have repercussion on the planet. Like it's not, they really think they're doing something crazy, but no. Okay, let me read. Like vegan salad. Also, how do white people manage to keep this appropriation colonization under wraps? Because that has been happening for centuries and still surprising to who? It's not surprising to me. I think tofu would taste better with season with Asian food since that's where it originated. Yeah. Yeah, tofu is definitely better in some Asian dish. I can give it that, but it's still not, it's not meant to be, when I feel like when Asians make tofu, they make it in like a soup or not a soup, but like they make it into something. You can have, let's say, pad thai with tofu instead of meat, right? Or like it's like a blend. But when white people try to serve you tofu, it's literally tofu. You know what I mean? It's like no, no. I'm just mad right now. It's disgusting at this point, and then all that conversation can brings us back to the title of this live is that white women need to stop social commentary. because you don't have the range. Because of all these reasons, because of colonialism, they should relinquish their platforms to actual black people, actual black women, actual indigenous people, actual POC people to talk about these issues. And not, we don't want the diet version anymore. And can we talk about something I saw on TikTok too? About, there's this black girl who said, please, if you're not black and if I don't know you, please don't call me sis. And guess what? White women were like, they went crazy. TikTok went crazy. They were like, well, what were they saying? Oh, no, no, no. You know, that's one. That's one. And then there was another TikTok of a blogger being like, I assume every white person is racist until proven they're not. And it's like, and the white people were like, well, I assume every black person is a criminal until proven they're not. Huh? How do you compare racism? How are you trying to prove that you're not racist by playing into a racist stereotype? The jokes write themselves. The jokes write themselves. They do. It's something's not clicking for them. Like, I don't know. They get the most views too and always get praise in the comments for stuff we've been talking about. Yeah, that's why I don't watch them. Like, I used to watch that. I'm sure you guys know her. If you watch YouTube, especially if you love YouTube, that is that white girl, that one. There's two of them, but that specific one, I stopped watching her because her social commentary, like, for me, are like flat, because it's like, what are you talking about? Like, what are those subjects? Like, they're cute, but like, why don't we talk about actual like stuff? But of course, they don't want to talk about racism because they don't want to be negative or something. Anyways, drink water. Someone on Twitter said, if a white person calls me sis one more time, I'm calling the NAACP. I will. And you know what they'd say too? They're like, well, sis, everyone has been, sister is an English word. Sister is an English word, so I don't know why you guys are like being mad about it or something. And it's like, no, you know that sis wasn't popularized the way that we use it. It wasn't popularized until black people started using it that way. So it's literally AAVE. It's literally AAVE. It's literally AAVE because no one was saying cis in the same way until black women, until black trans people were started to say it. So it's AAVE. Like, no one was saying, hey, if you want to call me hey sister, cool, but like, also, why would you say that? it, why you'd be like, hey sister, oh my god, exactly sister, yes sister. No, see, it doesn't have the same thing. It doesn't have the same ring to it. You know, if you say yes sis, exactly sis, see, different. Like, they really think we're dumb. That's the problem I have with white supremacy and racism and white people. They really think we're dumb, and we're not. I'm not. I know I'm not. Anyways, enough of white people because I'm getting heated. Let's go back onto social media. So honestly, guys, Claudia really gave me like a wonderful website. Not a website, it's like this. If you have a laptop, you can put it on your computer and it will like block websites for you. Like, if you don't want to go on Twitter, for me, Twitter is a big thing that I'm trying to break the habit of going. It can literally block you from accessing Twitter. And you're thinking, oh my God, maybe I could just walk around it. No, because this one is, it's hard. It's a hard one. So I've been using it since like I think yesterday or 2 days ago. And I've been going on Twitter less. Like, and I even got an app for my phone that's called Freedom that also blocks Instagram.com, Twitter.com, because I don't use the apps, but I use the browser. And it's been working great. And my goal, I think, for social media and Twitter, because Twitter is really what's really bugging me lately. Because I find myself arguing with people. I find myself defending my views, and it's cute, but like, it gets too much. Twitter can get really toxic. So this app has really been helping me, like, having less screen time, so far, and I really want to spend less time on Twitter. Maybe like go, I want to be one of those people who go on Twitter like once in a while and they post one tweet that has nothing to do with anything and they leave. That's who I want to be. But also maybe that's me not accepting that I'm not like that. Who knows? So, yeah. I was going to say something. Wait. I was going to talk about how oh shit. Okay, I forgot again. Like we say I don't know if we say that in English, but like in French, we say mémoire de poisson, like fish memory. And I'm a Pisces, so it's funny. I really be forgetting things. But yeah, I'm really trying to get on the social media thing because I'm like, it's doing a lot of damage. I can see it. We're crazy. The world is crazy. Social media is like, it's crazy to me. And I think I'm gonna leave soon though. I can't believe I've been here 1 hour already. I feel like I'm definitely gonna do more live streams because I haven't been feeling the mood to post videos because it's just like because like I was saying earlier, I got a lot of ideas, but like I either film them and I'm like, oh, I don't like them, or you know, I'm feeling uninspired or whatever. So maybe I'll just leave this live stream up and see what happens. Wait, what was I gonna say though? What shows have you guys been watching? I'm curious. I'm trying to finish Grey's Anatomy. I'm like in season 15. I'm almost done. And let me know what have you guys been watching cuz I'm almost out of things to watch. Wait, what was I going to say before? I was going to close on this one last thing. Yeah, this Black History Month has been very interesting and chaotic. It was interesting. A lot of things happened and I think we need to focus on Black joy. And by the way, when I say Black joy, I think anyone can focus on Black joy, even if you're not Black. Invest in Black joy. um, I don't know. Try to do things that are good for you. I've been watching Criminal Minds since I was a kid. I'm watching it again on Netflix. I tried to start Law and Order and I stopped. I'm trying to find something to be invested in. I want to be like in love with the characters. But I hope. Wait. I'm gonna write my TikTok again in the chat if anyone wants to find it. Bam is getting a do-over in March. What is BAM? BAMH. I was scared, but this was dope. I hope you enjoy your day. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go too. I mean, I have nothing to do, so I could stay actually on live because I have nothing else to do. Except I could edit a video, but I don't want to. I don't even know if I'm gonna edit the video and post it because I feel like I covered it on this live already, I feel like I'm gonna do more lives. That was fun. But I'm still trying to remember the thing. I'm still trying to remember the thing that I was gonna say. It really disappeared. Ooh. Oh, Black History Month. Oh yeah, Black History Month is getting a do-over in March. Ah, okay, now I understand your comment. Okay, now it makes sense. I forgot what I was gonna say. But I guess it doesn't matter anymore because I think I'm gonna leave, and this was a quick chat. I got everything off my chest. And please, if you see any white woman doing commentary, bully them in the comments. Joking, just for laughs. Just for laughs. Okay, bye everyone. Bisous.